Hello, collective. Welcome. I am the Healing Grasshopper here to do a reading for you. And it seems as though Spirit is not finished with the last subject, which is a sad one. Your Lenormand cards are the moon, the whip, the coffin, bouquet, and cross. Um, this is going to be a part two. I think I'm going to label it the sequel. So you might want to go look for the original of it. You know what? I'll put it in the description below and listen to that one first. Um, okay, so you have your emotions here and the fight that I was talking about over an inheritance and how it's just concentrated grief here with the conflict and the grief from the death. Not very nice energy, but it's life. You got the temperance in the last reading too, which is the message of time heals all wounds and um, not rushing your grief and going through letting grief run its course and going through things naturally because otherwise you're not going to come out of the other end of it whole. Two of Pentacles. Oh, there's our card. Cards. Okay. Three of Pentacles. Six of Wands. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this talks about the conflict. Okay, so the Two of Pentacles here is, I really feel like this is your parents. This is their, say, choosing one or over the other, but it's kind of depicting that, but it's more of a letting go of one of you. I feel like these are two siblings. You know, for some of you, there might be more than two, but at least one of them has been estranged from the family and is not going to partake in this inheritance. They've been disowned. Hmm. And this is the three of you here. This is the one sibling getting the inheritance and the other, the left out sibling. But yeah, the left out sibling. Wow, this is a difficult. It's hard for me to hear my heart right now because there's like a numbness. There's a stillness. There's a void here. Someone is really numb and exhausted, and it's really hard to make decisions when you're exhausted. Yes, yeah. And again, okay. Whew, thank you, Spirit. There is levity finally in the outcome. Okay, so these horses are telling me quite a bit here. There needs to be a moving forward in your relationship with your sibling. And there, okay, I'm sorry about that, guys. My dog was just letting me know that her water bowl was empty. So let's go through this again. We've got temperance reminds you that you need to go through your grieving process and don't try and rush it because you can't rush nature. Then it's going into your parents. This is mostly your parents here and you. Um, this is your parents that have made a choice about money matters. And they really examined the two of you and they made a decision on you, who is the more responsible one. And unfortunately, they had to cut out this other person, this other sibling. And I mean, one would think that they would just, I mean, now I'm talking about legalities, but one would think that they would just put that money in trust for them. But they just left you as beneficiary. They want you to take care of this because you're the level-headed one. And this is about restraint with money because your parent is gone now. They're no longer here to manage the money and make sure that everything's okay for you. That role has now been passed on to you. But then we have levity here, Spirit saying that this is going to work out. Um, but Spirit, can you please tell us about this other sibling? Hold on. So the world talks about, if you're a returning viewer, welcome. You know that I always talk about the world as number one, a portal, and it talks about karma. You're stepping through a portal for a new auspicious life because of your good karma. So this tells me that you're not in conflict with your sibling. They're in conflict with you. You know, they're resentful of you because you've got all the money. Okay. Reverse. Yeah. This is disharmony. It's fighting. You're not seeing things eye to eye. But here you are, the emperor. That's okay. You're being the adult here. But you love them. And your parents are reminding you to hold this feeling. Don't let their low vibration drag you down and make you bitter. You are going to need to be the bigger person. And I just had this feeling, this voice in my head of like, why do I always have to be the big person? Because you're the mature one. I'm sorry. You're the level-headed one. You're going to have to continue to be the level-headed one. They're going to say ugly things to you. You're just going to need to just stay quiet and let them spew their ugliness. And you're going to have to just do your best to brush it off. And again, I mentioned in the last reading, therapy helps. Therapy is a wonderful way to deal with this kind of situation. I mean, grief in general, of course, but then when you have someone in your life that's just, you know, ah, spirit agrees. There's the world reversed. That's a direct response of the therapy that I just mentioned. They feel strongly about that, and your parents do too, because they're concerned about you. Because I feel like this encouragement of staying strong and staying in your heart center and don't let them get you down and you're going to get through it and everything. But yeah, I think this is more your parents too that like that idea of therapy because they don't want you to go through this alone because they're very aware of your feeling alone. And going into therapy will remove that uh, feeling because I always say that to remove that stigma of, oh, I'm a crazy person, I have to go to therapy is nonsense. It's like, I always say it's like going to get a massage or getting your nails done, getting a pedicure. It's something that you do for yourself. This is self care, self love. And you're going to see a person, you hire people to tend to your feet and paint your nails. Why not go to someone to help you sort through all this nonsense and hear you out about your sibling that can't control their emotions and that kind of thing, who's there just to listen to you on your side, just to listen to you, to see things from the outside in and just walk you through things and help you um, fortify you for these encounters that you have with your sibling. And I mean, you can also block them. See, there's the Knight of Swords. That's your sibling. Knight of Swords is all about, speaking and thinking before they act in reverse. Just toxic spewing of, hurtful garbage out of their mouths because they're in pain. The Hangman. Again, you need to rise above this and see this for what it is and don't stay down with them in their low vibration and return their hatefulness. You need to rise above this, is what Hangman says, and see this for what it is. Hurt people hurt people. They're not thinking rationally. You need to be um the rational one. What is the ultimate outcome going to be, Spirit? And we have someone of that outcome. We've got the world. Yeah. Spirit is like, yeah, you got the world twice. Okay. Tell us about this sibling. What's this? Lies. Tell us about the sibling. Yeah, the sibling has some, hold on, all three, yeah. Okay. Strength reversed. This again is not being in control of one's thoughts and feelings. The Seven of Pentacles reversed. Dissatisfaction. Look at the Temperance reversed. This is your simply. Not taking the death well. Not taking the news of the you know disinheritance well. Well, look at judgments reversed. No, and the deck is not reversed. These are supposed to be reversed. Judgment reversed is about lack of connection to spirit, lack of vision. This is low vibration. Wallowing in one's shadow side. But, Spirit, could you tell us about the sibling and why they were disinherited? I think Queen of Swords kind of tells us a little bit about that. Spirit, please tell us about the Page of Pentacles and why they were disinherited. They were if you remember in the last reading, they were your sibling was the Page of Pentacles. Oh, look at the Two of Pentacles again. Your parents don't want to talk about it. Lies, lies, lies. I don't know. They lied about something, and your parents are close-lipped about it. They don't want to discuss it. They possibly stole money. There was something deceptive that your sibling was doing that your parents found out about. They were deeply hurt by, and it made them rethink this, rethink their estate and the safety of the estate as well. So they just left it with you. So yeah, I don't think there's anything else that because I really, really feel like that information is not forthcoming. Let's get some advice. Talk to God. Your parents are very, very concerned about you, collective. They know that this is difficult on you. Your connection to spirit, they want you to meditate. Talking to your spirit guides will help. Um, the angel Aziel can help you. He's one of the angels of death and will help you with your grief. Praying, talking to God directly about everything, about your grief, about your dealings with your siblings, about life moving forward and your responsibilities and everything. You'll start to feel a levity. I know I did in my own grief. I started to feel a levity when I really remembered my connection to spirit because there was a very short interval where I was just in so much pain that I wasn't talking to anybody, including God. Um, and then when I found my connection to spirit again, things started to improve, and the pain started to lessen. So yeah. So yeah. Um, there are two other angels. There's also Chamuel and Zachariah that both will help you improve your relationship with your sibling. And Chamuel also is going to help you sort through your everything that you're struggling with, your grief, depression, um, will help you forgive your sibling because there's going to be a whole lot of forgiveness needed here because your sibling is really not in a good way, worse off than you in the way that they're not thinking clearly. At least you can think somewhat clearly and you're not lashing out and doing ugly things. So, talking to God, absolutely. I think we're going to get one more. These cards are so big, they're hard to shuffle. Let go and flow. Okay. Let go and flow. So this is not let go in the way that, the those unconscious people in your life that we were talking about who are kind of like get over it. Um, this is letting go in the sense of your sibling and don't take anything that they're saying seriously. Let it flow off your back and then allow yourself to grieve um, properly, and you'll be able to be happy again. You'll find your happiness again. It's just going to take time. And working through this sibling problem is not going to be quite as difficult as you think it is if you do what spirit, your parents, and I want you to do. That is absolutely therapy, talking to God. You can engage those angels. You have to give them permission though, because the angels, you're gifted with free will, so you have to ask angels to help you, and they'll be more than happy to come in and help you with things. So that's what I have for you. Thank you for coming. Love, light, and healing to you. Many blessings.